I woke up and I decided to put on a fur coat so I can share this message with you.
New day, new drama in South Africa. According to new reports, Jub house attacked by robbers, and few minutes later Kelly Khumalo was called for questioning. Please like this video as you watch. In a shocking sequence of events that has gripped South Africa's entertainment landscape, the residence of acclaimed musician and television personality Jub became the scene of a late-night robbery that has left fans reeling and authorities scrambling for answers. The incident took an unexpected turn when, mere minutes after the crime was reported, police reportedly reached out to Jub's former partner, celebrated singer Kelly Khumalo, inviting her to provide a statement regarding the break-in. The dramatic unfolding of events has given rise to endless speculation, debates across social media, and revived public interest in the turbulent history that links these two high-profile figures. According to preliminary reports from local law enforcement and statements circulating among close contacts, the robbery occurred around the stroke of midnight. Jub, whose real name is Malimo Marahane, resides in a typically peaceful suburban enclave that rarely sees such violence. Neighbors described hearing unsettling sounds that shattered the night's calm. It began with what sounded like glass smashing. Moments later, there were raised voices, like men shouting commands, recalled one neighbor who wished to remain anonymous. Security alarms reportedly blared throughout the neighborhood, and security patrol units responded promptly. However, the perpetrators had already vanished into the darkness by the time help arrived, leaving behind a trail of destruction. Shattered windows, overturned furniture, and personal belongings strewn across the floor. Though the complete list of stolen property is yet to be officially disclosed, inside sources claim the thieves made off with luxury items including designer apparel, advanced electronic gadgets, and a secure lockbox said to contain both cash and sensitive documents. Oddly, not everything of value was taken. Some expensive jewelry and artwork remained untouched. This puzzling detail has led investigators to suspect the robbers might have been targeting a specific object or piece of information, rather than merely seeking quick riches. What truly sent shockwaves through the public, however, wasn't just the break-in itself but the swift follow-up action by authorities, reaching out to Kelly Khumalo shortly after the crime. Given Khumalo's long-standing and sometimes controversial history with Jub, news that she had been called in for questioning immediately fueled speculation about what prompted such a move. Police representatives, when pressed by journalists, refrained from sharing exact details, merely describing Khumalo as a person of potential interest due to proximity to past events, and stressing that providing a statement is standard in cases where individuals might have useful background information. Still, the coincidence of timing, just minutes after the robbery, has ignited theories ranging from the plausible to the wildly speculative. To grasp why this summons sparked such intense debate, one must revisit the deeply complicated history between Jub and Kelly Khumalo. Years ago, the two were regarded as a power couple within South African entertainment circles, sharing moments of romance and artistic collaboration. Yet, their relationship became marred by public allegations, acrimony, and highly publicized court battles over personal and family matters. Though they now lead separate lives, their names remain tightly bound in the public consciousness, often mentioned together whenever controversies arise. A brief statement issued by a police spokesperson confirmed the home invasion and assured the public that investigators were exploring all possible leads. The statement mentioned that multiple individuals would be spoken to in order to establish motive, method, and potential suspects, but offered no further detail about Khumalo's involvement. Across social media, reactions came in waves. Many expressed heartfelt sympathy for Jub, recognizing the emotional toll such an incident can have, particularly when children or family might be nearby. Break-ins are terrifying. Praying for Jub's safety, posted one user. Others, however, were transfixed by the narrative twist involving Kelly Khumalo, some rushing to speculate while others cautioned against drawing premature conclusions. Friends close to Jub say the star was inside the house at the time of the robbery, but managed to remain unharmed physically. Emotionally, however, those around him describe him as deeply unsettled and worried not just for himself, but for the well-being of his loved ones. In response, sources say Jub Jub has already arranged for security reinforcements, including enhanced alarm systems, high-definition CCTV cameras, and additional private security patrols. Through her publicist, Kelly Khumalo broke her silence, confirming that she had indeed been contacted by authorities and had voluntarily agreed to meet with investigators. Khumalo asserted that she was open to cooperation, had absolutely nothing to hide, and unequivocally condemned the robbery, expressing hope that those responsible would be caught and prosecuted. She further requested that the media and public allow space for the investigation to proceed without prejudice, highlighting her desire to protect her family from unnecessary distress. At this stage, police are actively reviewing evidence, including security footage from Jub Jub's home and neighboring properties. Speculation over possible motives continues. Was the robbery merely an opportunistic act, or was it driven by knowledge of something hidden in Jub Jub's house? And why were certain valuables ignored while specific items were taken? The quick call to Kelly Khumalo could be a reflection of standard investigative diligence, but the timing inevitably raises questions that only the investigation can answer. The incident has reawakened discussions about celebrity privacy, the costs of fame, and the shadow cast by unresolved history between high-profile figures. Jub Jub and Kelly Khumalo's names have once again been thrust into the public sphere, not through a new project or collaboration, but through a troubling event that neither would likely have wished for. In entertainment circles, industry insiders have voiced their concern, some highlighting that fame often comes hand in hand with security risks, while others note the human cost of revisiting old wounds through media scrutiny. Authorities continue to collect witness statements and analyze evidence. They have appealed to residents and anyone who may have noticed suspicious activity near Jub Jub's home around the time of the robbery to come forward. Meanwhile, they reiterate that questioning people known to the victim is routine in such cases and should not be misconstrued as an implication of guilt. For now, what began as a terrifying robbery has evolved into a complex narrative intertwining past grievances, public speculation, and the slow, careful process of criminal investigation. The answers may take time, and the real story may differ from early rumors spreading online. But what remains undeniable is that this single night has reopened old chapters for Jub Jub and Kelly Khumalo, reminding the public that even the lives of celebrities, so often viewed through a glamorous lens, can be touched by fear, uncertainty, and events beyond tea.